Take the hit, take the hit, take the hit. Welcome back to FPL Take the Hit. You're here with Mick and Joff.
Welcome back.
Gameweek 9 Quickfire Preview. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, we're here. We are back. International break. Have you used it wisely? I know I have. Have you?
We did it, Joff. We made it through the last international break ever in human history. We've done it. Maybe it's for the year. I don't know. For me, it doesn't matter. I didn't watch any international football. Did you?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Let's not talk about that.
I'll talk a little bit about it.
Let's not talk about that.
Not now. I'll talk a little bit about them with the players and stuff. We'll get to that later. Don't worry.
You don't want that. They don't come here for that job. Is this called international break football? I don't think so.
This is called FPL International Break Freedom.
I'm so happy that it's over and we can get back to what really matters, fantasy football, Game Week 9, Quickfire Preview, coming right at ya very, very soon. We're at the beach here in beautiful Melbourne, so
warm weather.
It's a 30-degree day, and we're loving it. We're loving it. You know, we're just checking out all the hot bods
and the seagulls,
and the clouds. And it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day to have you here with us. So, Joff, mate, why don't you kick us off, mate? What are we going to be talking about first on the stream? Actually, why don't you tell us what we're going to talk about during this stream and the next one?
Firstly, look, we'll talk about this stream real quick. We're going to be talking midfielders. We're going to be talking forwards. We're going to be talking defenders. And we might talk about goalkeepers. We probably usually don't, though, let's be honest, because everyone just sets and forgets. But anyway, and obviously some fixtures as well. So we're going to be talking about all that. And so this is a nice quick fire preview for the people that like the shorter version. And then we're going to do a little bit longer version in our second stream of the day. So, if you're not watching this live, hey, it doesn't matter. It's still good content. It's still good stuff. So hope you tune in and enjoy it.
Absolutely. Thank you, Joff. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
Shall we kick it off with midfielders to look at and consider for Game Week 9?
Shall we?
With everything that's happened in international break, Joff, there's been a lot of things going on, a lot of injuries out there. The first thing I want to preface.
Put it out there, man.
The first thing I want to say is this. Now, it's an international break. Okay, so what does that mean? International injuries. What does that mean? It's all bullshit. Don't believe the yellow bloody injury things on your team.
Don't believe everything that you're told.
Wait
your
until the Friday press conferences. If you haven't made transfers yet, wait till Friday. Hear what they have to say, and then even then, still question it. With a grain of salt, perhaps. Something down here. Let me get some for you. Because we just don't really know. What's happened over international break. A lot of them don't work out so well. Famous last words. I took out Fraser international break last season around this time. Got 15 points. He was in
I kept him.
Just so you know.
I kept him. I kept faith. I was like, Mick, the yellow injuries, I don't really trust them too much. 15 points.
Having said that, COVID's a different thing. So we know that Salah has tested positive twice now for COVID. Now, hopefully do a third test and he's negative. I don't know.
I don't know
what's going to happen. But I mean, I'm still waiting. Yeah, I'm still considering captaining Salah. Even if he has COVID, I don't care.
Fair.
I'm not COVID biased. I'm happy. If he's done his what do they do? The incubation period. What do they call it?
It's called
isolation. He's done his isolation,
incubation,
and he makes his incubation period on time. Then I'll captain Salah. Sure.
Well, look, I don't think he plays. I don't think Salah plays from here. At the end of the day, whatever's going to be is going to be. Like you said, wait for Klopp's press conference. If they rule him out, they rule him out. I don't think he plays, to be fair. So you kind of hope your first sub. It's unfortunate he's not playing, but most likely. But yeah. So obviously, do we take him out, Mick? Do we keep him? I mean, I know what I'm thinking, but what are you thinking?
Well, I think you keep him. I mean, long-term option, you got to keep Mo Salah, unless you don't like Mo Salah, or if you really want Mane instead.
As a person or as a player?
As a hairstyle.
I love you, Seth. I love you, Mo.
I love you, Mo too. Obviously, we're massive Mo fans. Like, we are the Mo fan base of Australia, Melbourne. So we're not going to go. So Mo's going to go nowhere for us. But I mean, Mane, Jota,
yeah. I mean, Mane is. It's the thing is sometimes if you're more, a lot of people are pro Mane over Salah, which is fair enough. Everyone's got entitled to their own opinion. So if you want to do that switch, maybe do it if you want. I mean, I'm keeping Salah all season, but Jota as well. I mean, that Jota's going to play this game, and he's been starting lately as well. Klopp's been adjusting the formation to fit Jota in. So if you're kind of thinking about getting Salah out anyway, maybe for Jota, I wouldn't do it, but if you want to do it. Why not? Could work.
But I mean, you're probably going to want Mo back. So that's all we really have to say about that, Joff. Now, I mean, it pains me to bring up my favorite guy.
This guy,
my homeboy, the heartbeat KDB. He broke my heart. Broke many a heart in the last
missing everything, huh?
You I didn't think he was capable of that.
I didn't think so either.
You know?
He must have
some
like
special job.
a bad day or something. Like, what happened there? He was thinking about something else. He was thinking about playing for Belgium. I don't know what was happening there. How did he miss everything? No one really knows. But I think he should maintain penalties. Let's be honest. He should stay on penalties. You'd expect.
Yeah. I
mean, not going to take him off.
It's a blip. I think maybe if he misses another one in succession, sure, maybe consider it. Aguero's not playing, so he's the only really penalty taker. So
what's the thing is Sterling, because I remember Sterling took one off him last season, but surely it doesn't happen. I didn't want to bring that up. I honestly don't want to bring that up because KDB should be on penalties. I don't want to play with anyone's mind because KDB better be on penalties. I'll tell you what, if they give him to Sterling after one, that's BS.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you've got to start considering KDB now. And he could be a good solo replacement as well.
Yeah, it's true. If you were thinking about doing it anyway. Yeah.
He's notoriously good against Spurs. So something to consider. I'm probably too scared to captain him again after how many times he's broken my heart this season. But in saying that, hey, he's not a bad captain option for this week.
And obviously, speaking about Spurs, obviously, Son's someone we're going to talk about here in this midfield kind of bracket as well.
Yeah.
In that game. Because this game, I think this game's got goals. I think this game has got goals written all over it. I obviously think that, obviously Son scored against them in the last game they played, and he has a decent track record against City as well. But yeah, we're talking a City team that concede goals. We're talking Spurs that we don't really know what's going to happen with Spurs. They can concede, and this guy can do some business right now, Mr. Sunny Boy there. And obviously Korean barbecue, and mentioning a little bit of international break is that Ferran Torres scored a hat trick for Spain, and it was against Germany. I think it was a big hat trick, you know what I mean? So Ferran Torres, we know he's going to start now. He's obviously got that. I think he's got that position, even though Foden got a double as well for England. So I don't know, just some names to put out there as well. Anyway,
no, very nice, mate.
Options, got to give them options, guys.
I like it. Give them that. Well, Joff, I think we've got to talk about.
We've gone long enough without talking about your boy, huh?
My boy Ross Barkley, Joff. We've got to talk about Ross.
What a photo!
Good old Roscoe. Now, is he a trap this season, Joe? I don't know. Is he a trap?
Oh, wait, are you saying that he's a trap?
I don't know anymore.
Are you unsure? Are you uncertain about Ross Barkley's trapness?
We know he was a trap when he played for Everton, Joe. We know that. No, when he played for Chelsea. But at Everton, he got minutes.
Look, Mick, where hasn't he played that he's been a trap? Not been a trap. I mean, the thing is that I want to believe in Ross as well. And I don't know. I mean, maybe he's not a trap. Maybe he's not a trap.
I mean,
he's going to start. That's one thing. You know he's going to start. We know he's going to start. I don't think he's a trap. No.
He's been the most creative player in the league in the last 4 weeks. What? I'm going to get into the stats straight after this segment.
Bit of stats.
And I'll tell you about Ross. But I'm telling you, man, stats-wise. I mean, obviously, we know that Captain Jack is better. He's a better player. He's everything. He's the talisman for Villa.
He's their guy.
But he's 1 million more expensive, Joe. So
true.
People out there. I mean, even a double up on these two is that's not crazy.
Oh, that's crazy. All right.
It's not crazy.
I think it's crazy.
It's not crazy though.
I mean, against Brighton, it's not crazy, but it's crazy.
We got some fixtures coming. Captain Jack.
I know, man. Have you seen Captain Jack's fixtures, man?
Have you
seen Captain Jack's fixtures, guys?
He's looking good.
Villa's got some fixtures, man. We're going to talk about Tyrone Mings later as well. Don't worry about that.
Oh, dang.
Anyway,
let's move on to my boy, Joff. My boy, my man. Everyone's doing it.
Is it a Hakeem Olajuwon?
You gotta do the Ziyech. How do you do the Ziyech, Joff?
It's like a robot thing. It's like
we haven't even given Ziyech a name yet.
I know. I can't believe that.
I'm gonna give Ziyech a name. Yeah, my boy.
Zigzag Ziyech, man. He goes in and out.
Oh, the Zig.
Zigzag.
Zigzagger. Ziggy. Let's call him Ziggy.
Ziggy
Ziyech. Ziggy Ziyech. Ziggy Ziyech. Yeah, mate. He's pulling up trees, Job. He's just done absolute damage. 14 points, 11 points. This week, another 14 points, probably. Newcastle. Man, why not?
Honestly, that game, he looked ridiculous, man. Let's be honest. He should have had like 6 assists, like legit as well. Like, legit. I mean, bring up the stats later, but we've got to get to the stats because we've got forwards and defenders to get to as well. But so obviously, Ziyech is one we've all got to keep an eye on. If you don't own him, keep an eye on him. That's all I'm saying. Beautiful. All right, that's it. That's midfield's done. Let me just rattle through some stats for people that we were just talking about just then. Yeah, stats. So, all right, Grealish, 13 goal attempts. Okay, that is only 2 off Salah in the last 4 game weeks. That's impressive. The stats are all last 4 game weeks. Yeah, Barkley, 11 goal attempts, 15 chances created, the most in the league. That's crazy. Of any player. 15. Ross Barkley. Wow. Think about it. Wow. We touched on... 1 assist, by the way. 1 assist in those 4 game weeks. Just want to put that. Bruno Fernandes, 12 chances created, 15 goal attempts. Massive. Yeah, obviously, Salah leads the way, 15 goal attempts.
But Fernandez, 12 and 15. That is some amazing stats in the last 4, Job.
What about shots inside the box? Salah 11 and Grealish 11. That's pretty important stuff as well, right there.
There you go. That's another big one. There you go. All right, mate. That's a little stats corner hit for you fellas and gentlemen and ladies. All right, let's move on to forwards, Job. Let me just change the banner and you can get started.
We're talking about Patrick Bamford. I brought him into my team finally. It took a while, but I took out my boy, Businessman Ings, for the big Bammy. So,
Job, if it was going to be anyone that you took out for Danny Ings, it's got to be this guy.
It had to be Bamford, man. I had to go hard.
Your homeboy.
I'm happy for him, man.
I like that.
I'm so happy for Bamford, man, because it seems like he's a really nice guy, and I'm just so happy that he's been able to have this form. Like, 7 goals has he got there already this season? Is it 8? How many has he got? He's got 7 goals this season. He's definitely one to keep an eye on. I think he's probably the best budget forward option. I mean, who else is besides obviously Calvert-Lewin? Who else is better than that? I mean, Watkins.
Wilson comes close.
You can say Wilkins.
You think about Wilson. Callum the Troll.
The Troll. I mean, he's injured though. Isn't he out for
He is injured. And then obviously you got Ollie as well.
Yeah, Ollie as well. So I mean, they're both great players, but I think that Bamford is your option, especially only for the fact that Leeds is just giving him all the chances. It's just like they're all playing for him basically.
And Rodrigo was injured.
Rodrigo's been out, and he's coming back. Actually, not injured.
Yeah. Now, you know what I like, Job? Richarlison. Richarlison's coming back. And what does that mean for our main man, Calvert-Lewin, Job? It means that Calvert-Lewin gets some space. He gets room to breathe and spread his wings. Hopefully fly. Play a hat-trick against Fulham. What a game to come back. Poor Fulham get his full-strength Everton team. Yame is back. Richarlison's back. Calvert-Lewin's going to score a hat-trick.
Oh, Calvert-Lewin, captain. Are you saying something about the captaincy or something?
Calvert-Lewin, Job, and Richarlison back in this team. I like it.
That's fair enough. I mean, Hummers needs his kind of his family around him. Richarlison's huge though, man. Richarlison's huge. Let's be honest. We've seen what they were without him, and with him they're a different beast. So I like that. Calvert-Lewin could be pretty special in the next couple of don't worry about it in the next couple of games. Anyway. So I mean, moving forward as well, Timo Werner as well. Someone we've got to talk about as well. So Timo Werner, again, he's on penalties now. We know that he's displaced Jorginho,
that's huge.
And we know what this guy can do. He's playing out wide sometimes. He's playing down the middle sometimes. See what happens. He's just he's your boy.
It doesn't matter where he kind of plays. He's going to do some damage. We've seen him work in tandem with Tammy Abraham, who's as much as he's not really an option, 7.2 million. People are crazy. There's crazy people out there. But Timo Werner is the guy you want up front for Chelsea. I mean, especially once this Chelsea team fully clicks, you're really going to want Werner and Ziyech, I reckon, at their price points.
And some people would say Pulisic, but I know what you're saying. Because I'm pro Ziyech over Pulisic as well.
Yeah.
But man, you guys can explode very soon. Like it's honestly it's waiting. Chelsea is waiting to explode, even though you guys have already been playing well. You could get some like back-to-back wins now, man. You're keeping clean sheets. You got Ziyech that's running the show now. And you got Werner doing his business. And all you need is this man right here, Mr. Pulisic, to start to be able to give to come back from injury and have a bit of fitness. And Chelsea's going to be pretty special, man. Mason Mount went in the wings. It's all you guys looking good, man.
I love it. But you know what? I think as much as everyone's riding off Spurs right now, and as
riding
much
off Spurs,
as
riding off Spurs.
Well, if you look at their fixtures, Joff, they're not pretty. They're not pretty fixtures, all right. I mean, we're going to bring them up here.
You're right.
City,
you're right.
Chelsea, Arsenal. Palace, okay, Liverpool.
Yeah, I guess.
So the fixtures they've got are pretty horrific.
It's true. I don't really go on Twitter too
Harry
much.
Potter and Harry Kane here. We know what he can do. I think people are all talking about we're going to mass exodus from Spurs. Yeah, but I get it. If you own 2, sure, but I think you can hold Kane. I mean, unless you want to move to someone else,
maybe Vardy or something. But I mean, for me, we know what Spurs can do, especially on the break. That's what Mourinho's plan is. So. This game here against City is going to be, it's for me, owning Son and Kane. It's going to be interesting because this is where I'm going to get a lot of my decision for keeping these guys because they're going to be playing on the break. And I love having those players that play on the break because that's what Mourinho does. So we'll have to wait and see here. I think this game's got goals. I hope that Kane does business, so does Son, but we'll have to wait and see what happens here.
Yeah, we shall see, mate. All right, Joff, we're going to move on to someone that I love talking about. He's everyone's favourite man, his favourite Fox from Leicester. And, this week, when we're talking about the Vardy bus, is the Vardy bus coming, Joe?
I don't know, man. You
tell me.
The
Vardy bus is coming. And you're not going to believe the next part.
Breakfast abandoned. Triple Captain Pick.
That's right.
No way.
Jamie Vardy.
No way.
Breakfast abandoned. Triple Captain Pick of the week. You heard it here. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking, and believe me, I'm not sorry. Okay, I know that I bagged Jamie Vardy heaps. I get that, but he's come into this game on the back of scoring nothing but penalties. We get that. We know that too.
He missed one, by the way.
He missed one. His XG without penalties is ridiculous. Have a look. Look that one up. So Jamie Vardy comes into this game, but he's playing a Liverpool that they've already lost. They're going to play what? Like Necro Williams and how many other 17-year-olds they're going to have to play?
Reece Williams, Willis Williams.
Shaqiri's going to get a game for the first time in how long?
Is he really?
Who knows? Who are they going to play in defence? Milner's going to play.
Milner will play. No, Milner will play right back most likely.
Salah's not going to be there. Oh mate, this is prime.
I hope this
time.
game's got goals. I really do. It'd be nice.
So
Jamie Vardy, you could be spot on, Mick. You honestly, anything's possible here. It's surprising though. All of a sudden, I wish we had like footage of last week of Mick hanging out.
I personally wouldn't captain him or own him, but that just goes to show.
Why wouldn't you own him?
I don't like the guy, Joe. I don't like him. He only scores penalties. I can't. I'm sure he's a great person, and I'm sure that he's awesome to sit down and have Red Bull with. But I don't drink Red Bull, and that's just me. Okay.
Is he too charged for your liking?
Maybe, possibly.
Anyway, we'll move forward to my gut feeling Friday pick of the week, which is Mr. Anthony Marshall, Mick.
Gut feeling.
Yeah. So
Anthony Marshall.
Yeah, Marshall for me. I think they've got. I mean, it's a much more of a straightforward pick. I like your pick though because it's a bit out there, and obviously Liverpool, it's not out there because they could see goals.
Not this guy, not Rashford. No, you sure?
Nah, definitely. Nah. Marshall. I think Rashford's got more than 3.9% ownership. It's obviously our gut feeling pick is obviously under 5% ownership. So I think that Marshall is due. He's due his due diligence. He's going to start to perform now. He's had his break. He's had his rest. He's had his red card rest. And obviously he's got competition from Cavani, who scored last week. So I think that Marshall's got to step it up. He played for France in the first game of the internationals. I think he blanked, and then Giroud scored he scored a double in the second game. So he's got to up his game in all forms, and he knows that. So I think that Marshall's going to respond well.
Excellent, mate. All right. Well, before we jump into the defense, which everyone loves to talk about, let me just rattle off some of my forward stats. Last 4 game weeks, Kane is sitting on top with 19 goal attempts, followed closely by Bamford on 18.
Bamford, man. Wow.
And Calvert-Lewin in there on 11, so not too bad. Chances created, Kane again, Joff. So people say on Kane this week, maybe think about it. 7 chances created in the last 4. Man. Harry Kane, Abraham, and Bernard.
What about Mitrovic, man? This is some crazy. What's going on there with Mitrovic, man? He's like 5.7 million, lost his penalties to Lookman somehow. 13 goal attempts in his last 4, 5 chances created. It's like, that's ridiculous. It's like he's got the 3rd most goal attempts and the 2nd most shots in the box of any forward in the last 4. And he does nothing. He does nothing. All right, let's move forward.
Shots in the box. We talk about shots in the box. Bamford sits in there on 16 on top.
16 shots.
Top, yep.
That is messed up. Wow.
Followed closely by Kane on 11.
How did I not own him 2 weeks ago?
And Calvert on 9. I know. There you go. But there's some stats for you. Hit you with the stats. Hit it right out.
Okay, move forward. That's crazy.
Move forward to defenders.
Let's go defenders.
Jobby, which defenders are we going to talk about defensively? Mind you,
up to 18 minutes. Let's go through this nice and quickly. So Chilwell is fit.
Bring him up.
I think most likely. I think he's definitely fit. So
we love you, Ben.
The Chilly Willy, he should be starting. Mr. Robertson, Silky Hands Robertson, should be starting as well. Played the 94. Look at those hands, man. He played the 94 Scotland, so definitely should be starting.
Trent is definitely out.
Trent is definitely out. He's got a little bit of time out. Doherty's definitely got the virus, so he won't be playing. Zuma, I mean, we're going to talk about Zuma. He's scoring goals. He's got 3 this season. Is that right? 3? Yeah. Zuma and obviously Mings. We spoke about Mings a bit earlier. These are 2 players, 2 defenders that I feel like this cheap team, like a bit more of a cheaper minded defender. They're actually options. Do you know what I mean? Like Mings is 5'3" or something, and same as Zuma, but they've got that goal threat. Like I remember, like 5-6 years ago, I used to love loading up my team with these goal threat defenders. Yeah. Whereas lately, there just hasn't been many headers. Many goal scoring. I don't know why, but all of a sudden you got Mings, you got Zuma, who's just looking attacking, and I'm looking at it, man. I'm looking at it. Are you looking at it?
You know, I'm looking at Joe. I'm looking at the Cancelo culture, baby.
Cancelo.
Cancelo. Hey, it's a Cancelo. Limoncello. Limoncello. Yeah, Cancelo job. And I'll tell you why.
Why? Tell me why.
I'll tell you exactly why. Have we finished Can I go to stats now?
Can I
switch to stats? Okay, stats time. Okay, I'll tell you exactly why. Last 4 game weeks, Cancelo, He's created 11 chances, Joff, in the last 4 game weeks. That is the most of any defender in the last 4 game weeks. Okay, closely followed by Chilwell, who you spoke about. So I mean, you got to think about that, Joff. I mean, if he's creating chances, what do you want from your defenders' wingbacks? You want chances created, which could lead to assists.
What about shots inside the box? Hit me with that stat right there.
Shots inside the box. Well, number 1 goes to Harry Maguire of all people.
Wow.
Chilwell sitting in 2nd, Lamparty in 3rd. So
That's
I mean,
interesting.
yeah, so both of them on 4 apiece, respectively. So just some quick stats there for your defenders.
Quick stats.
And I mean, looking forward now. I mean, we're going to have a quick look at the season ticker.
Yes,
Does anything stand out for you, mate?
I mean, look, obviously we've mentioned that Spurs looks like they've got the brunt of the bad fixtures, but who knows on the counter attack? So Spurs could be decent, but it's one of those things. If you think it at that ditch, do it if you want. Back your gut. But City, on the other hand, they've got Spurs this week, and then they've got Burnley at home, Fulham at home, United away, but West Brom at home. So good fixtures there, Mick. Anyone else?
I think owning a City attacking asset is like fundamental after game week 10.
Yeah, I think
it must be said.
I mean, 3 out of 4 there. They got 3-4-0, 5-0 win games. So
You'd hope so. They're going to need to start climbing the table.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely keeping an eye on Mr. KDB.
For me, it's Villa. I mean, Brighton, West Ham, Newcastle, Wolves, Burnley in the next 5.
That's
some
crazy.
massive games
That
for
is
them.
crazy.
They're in great form. They're at that perfect point of form and fixtures. That's why the Barkley career is double up, Joff. Not so crazy.
Yeah, no, look, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I mean, if that's what you're feeling, that's the thing is like even taking Kane out this week as well, or even next week. If you feel like doing it, do it. You know what I mean? To free up those funds and so we'll have to wait and see how that all goes down anyway.
Well, Joff, that is it. That is it from us. I hope you enjoyed this quickfire preview, guys. I know you did. We sure did. I mean, look at us. We're just kicking it.
It's a great one. So what are we doing next week? What's the story? How does this work out?
Well, let me just do that, and then I'll do this. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a short little break. We're going to come back in about, 15?
Oh, maybe, we'll see.
Maybe
5, 10, 15.
10, maybe 10 minutes. We'll come back with our FPL Take the Hit show.
It's a little bit longer than this one here. Usually we try to keep this one to about 20 minutes. Nice and short and sweet to the point. And the next one we're going to cruise and see how we go.
That's it. So anyone that's had any questions on the stream, I haven't actually checked them yet. I'm sure you have. Yep, there's plenty in there. So if you want to hang around for the next stream, we do that stream is literally just 30 plus minutes questions, and we do a little bit of our stuff in there too, but mainly just questions, so that we can give you people what you want.
That's it. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We love you all. As we said, FPL Take the Hit. Always remember to stay positive,
accept the reds, and embrace those green arrows, guys.
Thanks, guys. Ciao. See you soon.